freedomreport.ca. I'm once again with my lovely friend here, Hisham, who does all of our IT work. And we are going to discuss, again, from a Canadian Muslim's viewpoint, Donald Trump, Justin Trudeau, immigration, and all of the media hubbub to do with that. So we talked earlier today about Donald Trump, that you were in support of what Donald Trump is doing, and he's inherited a big mess from his predecessor. Can we get your thoughts on that?
Yes. Let's say that I'm against actually anybody who tries to sneak into the country as whatever, refugee, like whatever, or a visitor visa or like a student visa, and then tries to enjoy the services and amenities that we all pay for, taxes for, right?
Right.
So that's what I'm against, here and in the States as well.
So you've been a taxpayer in Canada since 1998.
That's right.
And you had to pay almost 3,000 Canadian dollars to get into the country for all your forms.
Before I came, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And what we're seeing now is that everybody's getting in free, and very few of the Syrian refugees that are coming here are being vetted properly. And I got that information from Gagan Siskind, who's my MP for this area of Mississauga. What do you think then about the vetting process for Syrian refugees?
Syrian refugees are a very special case because I personally know lots of decent Syrian people that really deserve to be refugees to this country. But at the same time, I believe that both Canadian and U.S. countries should be very careful to what kind of people they are letting into the country. Okay, so they don't go by just the nationality or the fact that there is a war in this country or whatever. They have to be more careful.
So we need to look for things like, what do they believe in? Are they looking for a different opportunity? What questions should we be asking anybody who claims to be a refugee before we give them status?
I have no idea. I don't have so much experience in this regard. But what I think is those people should be experienced enough to understand what kind of person they are bringing into the country.
You're someone that lived in the Middle East for quite a number of years. I'm not. I've never left North America. So what is your perspective on the Syrian war, and how many people you think are really refugees that really want to get away from that, and how many do you think are folks that just want to go and cause trouble?
I don't have any statistics in my mind, but I know personally some people that they really deserve to be out of this country and they could not. And those are the people that deserve really the amnesty, if you want to say it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when we're watching everything that's happening in Europe right now, where you've got 10,000 young men between 18 and 25, beautiful clothing, cell phones, sunglasses, and they're just walking into countries' borders. And the news is watching this happen live. In fact, people have video cameras on Facebook where they're just broadcasting live people who claim to be refugees just walking over the border. Should we stop that?
Definitely yes. Definitely yes. There should be more stricter, I would say, monitor or training to those people that would be allowed as refugees to the country. And I think there was. I'm not sure what's going on now, but I think there was. I think I knew that a refugee case would take up to 2 years to be accepted or not.
Okay. So 2 years would be a good vetting time. But the 5 minutes it takes these guys to walk across the border is not a good vetting time.
No way.
So should we stop that?
Definitely.
And should we stop it with force if we need to?
Definitely.
Do you see Europe crashing hard because we have so many refugees just pouring in? Do you see it economically being able to handle putting that many people on social assistance?
I agree that that's a big burden on the economy.
Yeah.
But I don't think that this is the only reason why Europe is crashing.
Oh, no. The European Union was a bad idea from day one.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. So, but definitely it's a burden on the economy, as I said. Yes. Yeah, they sneak into the country, get in free, and they actually take advantage of all the amenities and the social services that we pay for.
When our radical left-wing media tells us it's a good thing for Europe to have 1 million people pour in, what would you say to them?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
So we should convince the media to stop saying that.
Definitely. Definitely.
Wow.
We should even better take measures to regulate this rather than just stopping it. Has to be regulated, right?
All right. Let's move back to Donald Trump then, because once again, for those who don't know, my friend Hashim here is a Muslim Canadian citizen from Egypt, and everybody out there seems to be attacking Donald Trump. Well, sorry, the left wing is attacking Donald Trump for his policy on stopping immigration from select Muslim countries. What are your thoughts on Donald Trump and what he has to do over the next little while?
As I said, I think Donald Trump has inherited lots of mess from the previous government, and he has to clean up a lot. And mind you, like the United States is 10 times bigger than Canada in population and in everything, in economy and everything. So he's got lots to do. He's got lots to do. And I'm not particularly against the fact that he's trying to stop illegal people from sneaking into the country. What I'm against actually is trying to label people. Like if he has or she has like this dual citizenship, they can't get into the country. This is not good. Because I personally know decent people from all over the world. Just name a country. I know very decent people from Iran. I know very decent people from Iraq, very decent people from Israel, personal friends of mine, and they are all decent people. I can't stop a person from coming into the country only because he has a dual citizenship of this country or that country.
How then, because as you said, Donald Trump has inherited a mess, and what's happened is a lot of folks have misinterpreted his message. So we have what we call refugees, fake refugees, running over the Canadian border now, and our RCMP has been instructed by Justin Trudeau to actually help them get over the border. Now, what are your thoughts on that?
That's completely wrong. I can't leave the borders open like that, wide open like that, and at the same time, I cannot just control things by labeling things, because don't forget something that like there are second generation terrorists that have been born in Europe, in the States, and in Canada, and everywhere in the world. How would you identify them?
Well, you don't, unless you're really paying attention and you're really looking for it.
This is the problem.
Yes.
So you can't really label people by what kind of dual citizenship do they carry, right? That's a problem. That's a big problem.
But
or by names or anything else.
No, that part I understand. But if someone's just come into the country illegally, should we give them any special status and say, we feel sorry for you, you broke the law, you're here illegally, should we give them any sympathy or deport them?
Not sympathy or not deport them. I mean, you do whatever you used to do. What I heard about, I didn't see this happening to one of my close friends, but what I heard about that they would be allowed into the country, and I think they've been like contacted over 2 years to discuss their case, like to assess their case. And then at the end of the 2 years, they would say yes or no. That's what I heard. I don't know. Like, we keep doing the same thing.
Well, that would be a good vetting process. It's a matter, though, if we have, as Donald Trump is saying, I don't know if his numbers are accurate or not. But when someone says that we have 5 million illegal people here, should we start not necessarily rounding them up, but should we start identifying them and then making sure they go through the system properly?
Definitely.
We should.
Definitely.
Well, at least it would create a lot of jobs.
No, we definitely should be more stricter on the illegal people living in the country. That's for sure.
And then what do we say to all these left-wing nut jobs that call you and I racist for saying that we need to have a better vetting process? What's our message to them?
I don't think so. I don't think that if I make sure that my home is secure, would you call me a racist?
Well,
like my home secure, if I I get like a security company, like an alarm company, Would you call me a racist because I don't let the poor thieves come into my house and steal whatever? Like,
Well, I'll tell you how stupid people think now. If you hired a security company and the security guards were white, you'd be a racist. They would say, why don't you hire a black security guard? That's how stupid.
that has been always the case.
Yeah.
That has been always the case.
Well, it's worse now than ever before.
I've seen this in the workplace a lot. That's happening a lot. Okay, you try to take advantage of the situation. If you are black, if you're a woman, oh my God,
Yeah, of course.
you better be careful. Okay, so I mean, it's not good. It's not good. I'm against all this racism thing, right? Like I should deal with the person of his deeds, not what it is. How does he look like? What's his like hair color or like skin color or whatever, right?
No, or in your case, beautiful smoky green eyes. Look at that. Huh? Come on, ladies, look at him. Look how handsome that guy is. All right, well, we're out of time today. I want to say thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very
It's
much.
been very insightful.
Thank you.
This is Sham. If you are looking to get your hands on the best IT guy in Southern Ontario, all the contact information is in the annotations below. I'm Kevin J. Johnston, freedomreport.ca.